Hello again, family. Welcome back to another video. So as you all just saw, yesterday's workday ended with me cutting down a coconut limb that was hanging over this section of the garden. I actually came out this morning to do something different, but because it's going to rain, I am going to use the opportunity to transplant some of my tomato cuttings that I took from the yellow pear tomato plant yesterday, and here they are. I left them here with the intention of them to form some roots before putting them in the ground. But if you should ask me, whenever it is going to rain, it is always the best time to do transplants, or even after the rain. So if you're going to have rain for a few consecutive days, you can go ahead and do your transplant, so that way the plants will get enough rainwater to get them started and established in the ground. Now I went ahead and I prepared some 5-gallon buckets. I have one right here, and I also have this piece of lattice that I had in another area, and another one right here. I am going to put 2 pieces in each one of the buckets, and I might also add some in here. I have already transplanted a beefsteak tomato in this one and this one. So because I want my tomatoes to be on the back section of the garden, in case they get too bushy, they will not be hiding out anything in the garden. So let me just go ahead now and transplant these tomato cuttings. So guys, before transplanting the cutting, you can take all of this off if you would like, all of the bottom leaves or branches, or you can actually transplant it the same way. Okay, as I was saying, I just took off a few of the upper leaves and the lower leaves from this piece. And I was also saying that if you want to transplant your tomato cutting with all of those leaves, it's totally okay. You can actually do that. It will not harm the plant or anything, because it's going to be buried. And then this part of the plant, if you look closely, you can see some little tiny things on it, like some spur. Once those come in contact with the soil, they're actually going to form roots on the plant for you. So it is okay to bury everything in the soil. Just ensure that after transplanting the plant, you put the plant to stand up, otherwise stake it properly so it can grow very big and strong. And also, whenever you are planting or transplanting things like tomatoes, it is best if you put them in a very big container like my half a barrel, because tomatoes, the roots of the plant will spread out and they are very, very huge. I'm trying to find a piece of steak. All right, so I am going to stake this one with this piece of stick. I've already staked a beef steak. Yeah, stake the beef steak. Yeah, so this is another piece of wood that I'm using to stake this this tomato. So I'm going to have a beefsteak in the back and the cherry tomato in the front. And if you should ask me, guys, I don't think anything is wrong with planting different tomato plants together. They are tomatoes, they're only different varieties, but I think it's totally okay to plant them together. All right, so now I am going to use my zip tie, and I did show this to you in the past that it is one of the best thing to use to stake your plants, because whenever you use the Velcro, you can rip it off whatever you have used it on before, and then you can go ahead and reuse it on other plants. All right, so let me go ahead and wrap this up, should in case the rain comes, it's not going to be blown down. And I also believed that I will be taking off some more of the leaves. Okay, so I'm taking off some more of the leaves because I don't want the plant to focus on getting these leaves any bigger. As a matter of fact, that's a wrong statement. I don't want the plant to focus on putting out any fruit as yet, because if you look closely right here, it was actually getting ready to put out some fruits, but I want it to get bigger and then it can put out the fruits that it wants to bear. All right, so let me just finish wrapping this up, and then I will just transplant the others and come right back and show them to you. Okay, so let me get this one in, because it is going to rain, guys, and I don't want to be out here in the rain. Okay, all right, so there it is. And tomatoes and okras, they're a great companion for each other, so you can plant your okras with your tomatoes. I am now going to add some tomatoes in this bucket, that one over there, and I might probably add some more in that barrel, as I said, and I think I'm going to put some in this one as well. So let me just go ahead and do all of that now. All right. These two pigeon plants right here, they were planted for a reason. My plan was to have a pigeon pea plant in all of my containers, and when they get bigger, like this one right here, they will be used as a form of protection for the other plants that is going to be planted in the containers. But after carefully observing the garden, I realized that this is not an ideal place for these two. So today I will be taking them out and I am going to move them to another area of my garden, keeping my fingers crossed that they will continue to grow and produce pigeon peas for me at the end of the year. So I have successfully transplanted the two pigeon pea plants. Here is the first one, and I also went ahead and staked it because the wind is very high, and if you can see rather, the plants, they are not that big, so they can easily be broken. Here is the second one, and they are right at the entrance of the garden. So I am hoping and praying now that these two pigeon pea plants will actually grow and produce for us by the end of the year, by the grace of God. So number 1 and number 2. Yep. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I also transplanted this eggplant, and the reason why I'm doing this, guys, is because it's going to rain. As I said, one of the best times to do your transplants is before and after it rains. Okay, so if you have anything to transplant, and if it looks as if you're going to get some rain today, tomorrow, or the day after, it is the best time to do your transplants. So we are about to cut our very first jelly from the tree. I hope we just cut it. The rain is up on us, but we are surely going to be enjoying the fruit of our labor. Take the first drink. Sweet? Alright, hold the camera, my turn. Now it's my turn, guys. Jaja, when I best jelly this. Ay, ay, ay. People, that is why it is good to grow your own food. And one of the best jelly me ever drink for such a long time. I may not exaggerate. Really nice. So, it is now raining outside, but I am still enjoying our coconut. So nice. And as I said, guys, now is the best time to go ahead and start growing some food for yourself, especially fruit trees. Because this coconut plant, it was planted by my husband, I think, about 3 years ago. And here today we are eating coconut from it. Isn't that a blessing?
And the mango, we couldn't quote mango this year.
And yes, the mango tree that we bought 2020. Yeah, so let me just show you some of the mangoes that we have left. So this is some this is some of the grapes that I harvested earlier, and I am leaving them to dry to make my own raisins. And these are some of the mangoes that I have left. I will be cutting these to freeze them. Oh no, not that one. The same way I did with these. So I have a few bags of mangoes here that I have frozen. I have green onions, I have akis, and I have pigeon peas. So this is how I have been saving up some of my food. These are some cayenne pepper, but my mom gave these to me, and the cayenne peppers outside, I actually start them from seeds of the peppers I got. And these are some of my Scotch bonnet pepper that I saved. Yeah, and this actually looks like from last year pepper plant. And I think I have some of the, yeah. So these are the tiny no, these are jalapeno peppers. Yeah. So that is basically what I have frozen from what I have been growing so far. I have already utilized a lot of this stuff. Here I have more mangoes, and I have bananas, of course, from what I grow outside. That's it. That's it, guys.